Okay, folks, I'd like to welcome everyone out to our TVI team call. We have some very exciting information to share with you. Folks, we have probably the most exciting news to share with you that's ever happened to the North American market. Just to give you a quick background, we started TVI back in August of 2009. We saw two things. We saw the price point as being right and the payout being tremendous. And since then, folks, I can tell you right now, history has already been made. If we did nothing else, history has been made. In the first 5 months, we had over 17,000 people earn their 10,000 within the hierarchy here in North America. We've produced literally hundreds of six-figure income earners. You know, our top guy right now is hovering well over $500,000 in the last 8 months. Folks, we've broken every single record in this industry. And as good as it was, exciting as the things that we did, we really haven't gotten started yet. And no, everything's not going to be 100% placed. No, not everything's going to be running right. But the way to judge your opportunity and to judge your program is, number one, is it growing? See, most network marketing companies, and I've been around this industry now going on 21 years, most companies never break the 50,000 distributor mark, let alone the 100,000 distributor mark. Very, very few companies in this industry has ever broken the 250 or $500,000 mark. You know, I would honestly say, you know, it's really just about a handful. But when we first joined TVI, they already had 250,000 distributors. That was one of the first things I saw about this business, was the fact that they already had 250,000 distributors, and they were 100% global from day one. But I'm here to tell you this, everything's about to be put in place for us to do something absolutely record-breaking and mind-boggling. First of all, we're having our 1-year anniversary on July 29th through August 1st. And that's a TVI North America 1-year anniversary. It's going to be the biggest event held in North America. It's going to be at the Sheraton Gateway Hotel in Atlanta, right by the Atlanta airport. The reason why we chose Atlanta airport is you can take a flight from any state right into Atlanta, and it's a direct flight. Folks, we're expecting well over 1,000 people to attend that function. Now, we want to make sure that you get registered and get set up early. The registration fee is $99 up until the 5th of July. Now, we have world-class talent. We have a motivational speaker. His name is Les Brown. Les usually requests $30,000 a speech. He's made $8 million last year public speaking. He's going to be speaking at our function. We're going to have live entertainment, and it really, truly is going to be a world-class event. But most importantly, and this is the thing that I want to stress to you guys, see, understand this function is going to have all of the best leaders, all of the best trainers, all the best builders. You're going to learn from the source. You're going to have 3-day boot camp on everything that you need to know about TVI. And I promise you, folks, if you come to this event, there is absolutely no reason on earth between now and the end of the year, by Christmas, you shouldn't have had at least a 6-figure income over the next 3 or 4 or 5 months. Because the training is going to be priceless, folks. It's going to be absolutely priceless. I can't emphasize that enough. But again, that function is going to be July 29th through August 1st. You can find the information on the TVINorthAmerica.com site. The next thing I want to talk about is when we first got started, we were doing multiple conference calls. We're doing 3 conference calls a day. We had a system to produce $10,000 income earners on the average of 2 weeks. Well, that system right now is in the process of really being implemented in a big, big way, folks. And once that system's implemented, it's going to be available to each and every person in TVI so that they can use that system, the same system that we're producing $10,000 income earners within a 2-week period of time from getting started, that system will be available to you, and you'll be able to not only use it for yourself, but also to use it with your downline. Over the last 4 or 5 months, we've been doing the Super Saturdays down here in Fort Lauderdale. I have personally been traveling as with a lot of leaders around the country and doing meetings and speaking at functions at hotel rooms for various leaders. And one thing that we found, after spending 2 or 3 hours with those leaders and their teams, every single one of them end up having a tremendous explosion afterwards. Now, our commitment is going to be even stronger and deeper than that. If you have a function that you want to hold and you want one of our leaders or myself to come and speak at that function or train your people, you can always send us an email at events@tvinorthamerica.com, and if it's within at least 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks out, we will do our best to attend that function and make sure that either ourselves or one of our leaders comes out and trains your people personally, folks. Now, getting to the nitty-gritty, the first thing that we would like to announce, we were on a call with him for an hour yesterday, and he laid down the groundwork for what he envisions TVI to be, and this is the most exciting thing that I heard. He said, Patrick, TVI, in my eyes, is not a 2 to 3 year plan. It's a 10-year plan. And when I heard that, that got me really excited, because I realized that this is something that's going to be growing and an ongoing venture. This isn't something like most of these companies out here. I guarantee you that 99% of startups don't even have a 2-year plan, let alone a 10-year plan. The first thing that this company is doing, folks, and you got to understand the magnitude of the opportunity that's put in front of you. The first thing they're doing, folks, is they're purchasing hotels to create a club TVI. That's happening right now as we speak in Asia. They're looking at purchasing a hotel here in North America that's going to be called Club TVI. And most importantly, folks, they're going to be purchasing their hotels all around the world. And that's why when all the naysayers were grumbling over, well, is this real, is this not, I knew what was coming. I wasn't exactly sure, but I knew. Whenever you see a company that is steady opening up field offices after field office after field office, folks, that company's not going away. That company's doing nothing but growing. So the first thing they're doing right now is they're going to be competing with some of the largest hotel chains around the world, folks. And they're methodically going to start buying these hotels that we will have access to as TVI members. But now, going back to really the business at hand, and what most of us here in North America have really been grappling with, is the first thing, in our hour-long conversation, the first thing that I was let privy to is that TVI has just hired a law firm, which is probably one of the largest law firms in America for a network marketing company. The name of the law firm is Grimes and Reese. Grimes and Reese is one of the top MLM attorneys in this industry in North America. They represent companies like Max International, MotiV, and just a handful of really high-end companies. If you guys are looking at my screen right now, this is just a list of all of their clients. And folks, these are some of the biggest companies, from Shackley, all the way to a lot of the nutritional companies, to the Trump Network. So folks, we have right now just retained one of the top MLM attorneys. Now, in addition to Grimes and Reese, there's another MLM law firm that they did actually hire. So they're right now going through everything in TVI with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that TVI is 100% in compliance with all U.S. laws, folks.